It was an exciting day here at the Virginia Mason Athletic Center as the Seahawks held their first padded practice of the 2020 season. What's going on, 12's Jackie Montgomery with your Seahawks Daily. We are getting closer and closer to real football here at the VMAC as the players took things up a notch and we're finally able to hit each other now that the pads are on.
Today's the first day we put on shoulder pads, which is good to get back to that part of the game, which is kind of the real part. Up until now, I love our progress. Things have been going well. As I said to you, the preparation in terms of Zoom and virtual meetings and all of that worked out really, really well. And so we'll just keep growing. We got to have one good day and then have another good day and keep stacking those up.
Linemen on both sides of the ball relish the first day of padded practice when the intensity level goes up a notch. One guy who's eager to get the pads on is defensive end Benson Mayowa. He spent his rookie season with Seattle and returns with plenty of experience heading into his 8th year.
Technique and learning the game. Coming from transitioning from college to the pros, it's technique. You got to use technique at 2 minute. You got to use technique on base. You got to use technique on nickel. You got to use technique to beat the man across from you. So that's what I'm not gonna say that's what I was lacking, but that's something that's not a tool that I had in my toolbox. That takes time and that takes repetition and that takes years of learning. For you to get comfortable and to be able to do that. So that's one thing I lacked from year 1 to year 8.
He's been a real nice surprise that he's really a pass rusher. You can see it in his mode of play, his get off on the line of scrimmage. He was an outside backer mixing kind of in and out before when we had him, but he's learned a lot over the years and he comes to us really fitting the position well. And so he's off to a good start. Has some real good highlight rushes yesterday.
Seattle is hoping that the 29-year-old will be a big contributor on the defensive line that struggled in pass rush in 2019. Last year, Mayowa recorded a career-high 7 sacks in a limited role, and he's hungry for more. But he says that pressure comes from every guy on the field, not just one standout player.
It's repetition. It's working together. You can have, like I said, you can have the best guy in the world, and if you're not working together, you're not going to get sacks. I mean, he might get sacks, but the team's not going to get sacks. One guy getting 10 sacks, that's just 10 sacks on the team. You're still going to be bottom of the barrel. So you need everybody to get sacks and everybody in the room to get sacks. So it's all about repetition, working together, man, and that's going to get sacks. I don't care if one person gets 20 sacks, you're still going to have 20 sacks. One person, you're still going to be in the bottom of the league. So it's everybody. It's a joint effort. It's a village. So we all need to work together. I'm not going to say how good my pass rush is going to be. It's about how can Jay Reed help me? How can Bruce help me? How can Rasheem help me? How can Puna help me? No, those guys. How can they help me to get to the quarterback? How am I going to help them get to the quarterback? And that's what it's about.
Well, the players have another padded practice tomorrow and then a much-needed day off on Wednesday. Of course, keep it logged on to Seahawks.com where we have you covered on your favorite team.